The night felt endless as Papoose sat alone in his room, replaying everything in his mind. His phone buzzed again, more messages from Remy. One text caught his attention. "I just wanted you to remember what we had." Was she serious? Papoose knew Remy wasn't the type to admit defeat easily, but this felt like something new, like a new low. His girlfriend still hadn't responded, and he feared she wouldn't. The next morning, social media was ablaze with speculation. Cryptic tweets, shady Instagram posts. Remy was subtly feeding the fire. "Some men forget who stood by them when they had nothing," she posted. The comments flooded in. She was loyal for years, and this is how he repays her. People were turning against Papoose, and it wasn't long before gossip blogs picked up the story. Did Papoose betray Remy? The headlines screamed. He clenched his fists, realizing the trap had been set. Remy was playing the victim perfectly, and the world was buying it. If he stayed silent, people would assume guilt. If he responded, he'd only feed the drama. Either way, he was losing. But Papoose wasn't the type to go down without a fight. It was time to clear his name. He scheduled a major interview, not with a gossip blog, but with a serious media outlet. He wanted to set the record straight. "I'm tired of being painted as the villain," he said, looking straight into the camera. "Let's talk about what's not being said." The interviewer leaned in, intrigued. "Go on." Theo exhaled. "She sent those pictures on purpose," he said. "She wanted to make sure no woman ever trusted me again, and guess what? It worked. My girlfriend left me because of it." The internet exploded. Some still sided with Remy, believing she was the wrong party. Others began to question her motives. "Why would she send those pics if she had moved on?" one fan asked. "Sounds like revenge," another commented. Remy underestimated one thing. Papoose knew how to fight back. But the war wasn't over yet. The following morning, Papoose's phone buzzed with a notification that made his stomach drop. A grainy video of him arguing with another woman was spreading like wildfire. The caption read, "Papoose caught cheating." The tables had turned again. Had Remy orchestrated this? Or was karma finally catching up to him? Papoose clicked on the video, his chest tightening. The footage was real, but the context was missing. In the clip, he appeared to be having a heated argument with an unknown woman. Her body language was aggressive, his expression frustrated. The internet didn't care about explanations. "See? He's been a cheater all along," someone tweeted. His mentions flooded with hate. Remy was right. He's trash. Papoose buried his face in his hands. This was exactly what she wanted, to destroy his image completely. The worst part? His ex-girlfriend had already blocked his number. He had lost everything. But Papoose wasn't done fighting. He dove through his phone, searching for the source of the video. A name popped up, someone close to Remy. His blood boiled. So this was planned. If Remy wanted to play dirty, she had forgotten one thing, he muttered to himself. I know her secrets too, and if she thought she could ruin him without consequences, she was dead wrong. Papoose was done playing the nice guy. It was time to flip the script. He contacted a popular media insider. "You want the real story?" he texted. "I got one." The reply came instantly. "Tell me everything." Over the next few hours, a news scandal hit the internet. Papoose exposed Remy's hidden truths. He hinted at her past mistakes, her lies, and her calculated moves to control the narrative. Within minutes, the story spread like wildfire. "Remy isn't as innocent as she claims," a headline read. The internet turned on her. "Wait, so she's been lying?" one fan asked. "I knew she was shady," another wrote. For the first time, people started doubting her side of the story. Remy fired back with a fiery Instagram post, calling Papoose a liar, a manipulator, and a desperate man trying to save his crumbling reputation. "I should have never given him my loyalty," she wrote. But it was too late. The damage had been done. The war was truly on now. Late that night, Papo's phone rang. It was Remy. He smirked, letting it ring twice before answering. "What's up?" he said, his tone casual. Her voice was sharp. "What the hell are you doing?" Papo chuckled. "Oh, you mean telling the truth?" There was a pause before she spoke again, her tone lower but deadlier. "You're making a mistake." "Nah," he said, leaning back in his chair. "I'm fixing one." Silence. Then she took a deep breath. "You think this makes you look good?" she asked. "You don't win against me, Papo, ever." His jaw tightened. "Well, see about that." He hung up, knowing this wasn't over by a long shot. The next few days felt like an unrelenting roller coaster. The media storm didn't die down, and people were still talking about him and Remy, their drama unfolding in real time. But Papo was focused. He wasn't about to sit around and wallow in heartbreak. When he found out about Remy's alleged infidelity, he cut her off completely. No second chances, no back and forth drama. Instead of wasting time being bitter, he moved on fast. Now, here's the real shocker. Guess who he ended up with? None other than world-class boxing champion Claressa Shields. Yes, you heard that right. Papo didn't just walk away from a long-term relationship. He stepped into a relationship with one of the most dominant athletes in the world. At first, Remy acted unbothered, pretending that Papo's new relationship didn't faze her. But behind the scenes, things were heating up. Rumors started swirling that Remy wasn't handling the situation well, especially now that Papo and Claressa's relationship was getting serious. Sources claimed she was spiraling, throwing shade online, and making reckless comments. The wildest part? She even hinted that she was ready to throw hands if it came to that. But let's be real, picking a fight with a world champion boxer might make Remy rethink her decisions real quick. But Remy wasn't finished. She went completely off on Instagram a few days ago over Papo and Claressa Shields. And she didn't just rant, she brought receipts. One of the most shocking messages allegedly sent by Claressa to Papo read, "You take accountability. You were the one who was married. If you can't sleep with me in person or over the phone, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safely or that you fell asleep in the Sprinter." To many, it seemed like Claressa was simply asking Papo to be honest with her. But Remy twisted it into ammunition. "Papo's dumb self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields while lying in my house," she posted, "and he won't go. This girl is supposed to be a world champion boxer, but she hung up as soon as she heard me." But that wasn't all. Remy exposed even more text messages, allegedly showing Claressa panicking about the drama. "I know you hate the internet games, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to lose it when they see this," one message read. Now, keep in mind, Claressa's movie about her life is coming out on December 25th, and the last thing she needs is to be caught up in a messy scandal with a married man. Remy made sure to blast Papo and Claressa online, writing, "Papo, you a dummy. Hey, Miss Shields, he followed your advice, but not mine." She then accused Papo of plotting against her, claiming, "The same man I never disrespected in 17 years was planning to have me arrested before I screenshotted her entire conversation. He was working with one of his side chicks to ruin me." And if that wasn't messy enough, she claimed Papo was preparing to spread false narratives about her, threatening to claim that she wrote his rhymes. At this point, the internet was on fire. Remy made it clear that she wasn't done exposing Papo, and as more details unfolded, one thing became certain: stay tuned, because this story was only getting crazier.